Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Online Karting League South Africa. This is our final division race for the juniors, round 7 at Killarney at Cape Town. What a track we are heading at tonight. It is the South African version of the Temple of Speed. Fast, furious, and some really good passing opportunities. The juniors we've got 10 of them on track tonight with a serious title bout to happen. Oops, somebody spun out on the last corner there between Max Boshoff and Ruan Victor, with a really long shot possibility for Diego and Tunes to pull out something out of the hat. But Max Boshoff, Ruan Victor, both Cape Townians racing at their the final race at their home track. So we are super excited to see these boys, what they will be able to do. And both of them with their debut rookie seasons in Online Karting League. And this is something super special, and we will hopefully be entertained by an amazing amount of fun, excitement, and hopefully these boys can put on a good show like they have been all season. There has been some really good racing. We're in our last 2 minutes of practice rather, before we head into qualifying. Oops, that's Deacon Olivier just going over the curb there, using a little bit more of the track than what's allowed, trying to save the groundsman some work on Monday. Or tomorrow, rather. And this is also the reworked version of Killarney. So we just released this a week ago with the update to the surface and the textures around the track and those things. So the track looks a little bit more realistic. Really good looking track. And let's just have a quick look at the entries for tonight. Max Boshoff, Ashina Gura, Deacon Olivier, Ruan Victor, Alexander Prajsovic, Keenan Duplessis, Diego and Tunes, Santiago Freid, Miso Topedi, and Jake Stein. I just want to give out a shout out to Diego and Tunes. His dad told me they packed the simulator and took it down to PE for the Rock National happening this weekend. So that's pure dedication. Packing in the sim, moving it down to where you are supposed to kart this weekend to make sure that you still don't miss your race. And yeah, so really huge shout out to the mom and dad for making that happen for Diego to keep their boy in the hunt. And he is the one with a really outside chance of taking the title away if something happens to Boshoff and Victor. As we talk, we're going into qualifying. So there we go, instant. Boys are going to go out immediately, try and put their laps on the board. Much excited. That's what I am for this final race of the season. So first guy on the track is Jake Stein. Young Jake Stein. Also a Cape Townian driver. Just want to check here. One of the drivers is missing. In the driver's briefing, so I just want to quickly just respond to that boy's message. Alright, cool, so we're back. First guy out to post the fastest lap immediately off the bat is Ruan Victor, and I don't think these laps will go down by quite a lot. That was just their outlap essentially. They should go into the low 45s with the MINIMAX engines. And Ashina Gura and Ruan Victor, as we have come accustomed to during his whole season, having a proper go at it already, even during qualifying. Just look at all the karts on track. It's all about Boshoff and Victor today. It's the two drivers with the most realistic chance of taking the title once we add the 2 drop rounds. Now finishing or crossing the line first will be Tunes crossing the line. Olivier going faster. Olivier is setting the pace with a 45.7. What did Ruan Victor do? Ruan Victor did not improve on his lap because he's fighting Ashina Gura, like they have at the last race as well. But now it's advantage Deacon Olivier, sending it down the inside of Tunes during the qualifying, trying to move up another position to get better track positioning and clean air in front of him. But we know that the Mini 60 or the MINIMAX karts and the tow is mega insane. So let's see if the boys will be able to control themselves and show good composure on track. Whoops, and we see there Alexander Prajsovic spinning out Let's see, will Olivier cross the line now once again? Will Olivier improve on his lap, or will it be Bosov this time? Bosov now takes pole position away. Ruan Victor in third. That's Ashai Nagura moving up into second place. Keenan Du Plessis not doing, or not posting a lap as of yet. Ooh, Du Plessis lifting his hand. Ooh, and Jake Stein just avoiding that possible threat there. Oh, Keenan Du Plessis wants to get into the toe. He's going to lift his hand because he's going to try and get into the toe here. Whoopsie, just almost clipping Santiago Freid there. So just want to check, guys, just sound check, just make sure everything's coming through fine on the chat, or on the stream rather. We see Olivier there flipping his card, I think. Has Bosov improved on his lap? Does he? No, he doesn't. Here comes Nagura and Ruan Victor not improving. These two guys have always been fighting, and a lot of the times it does cause them to not get their best laps on the board. It's worth noting that the pre-final doesn't really count for points. It's like a qualifying heat. In our division races, it is only the final that scores points. And then also worth noting that our juniors division is anybody below the age of 12. So 12 years and younger. We've got a youngster at the age of 7 or 8, I believe. I think Ruan Victor is 8 or 9 years old. So we've got really young drivers on track, and these boys have been getting into the sim this year and really pushing their boundaries and learning new things about racing. Because, as you know it, in the sim, there's unlimited amount of tires and lap time, seat time that you can get. Ashai Nagura has now moved up into pole position, 30 milliseconds ahead of Bosov. Nagura and Victor has been working together, trying to maximize their lap times. Look at the toe of carts. The guys are working hard. Miso Tapedi now, part of the Kart Republic Africa team. Ooh, I hear a bunch of carts bunching up in front. Oh, they're all heading into the pits. Let's have a look at the timing sheet as all these, the train of carts will cross the line now. Will Miso Tapedi improve on his lap time? He does indeed move himself up into 8th place, so it's improvement, but not by a big margin, but an improvement nonetheless. So Tapedi trying to get into his own and score some good laps on the board and hopefully get himself in a good qualifying position. Deacon Willifeed also trying to move up a couple positions. He's currently in 3rd place. No, 5th place rather. The first 5 guys is split by just less than 4 tenths. So really amazing pace from these youngsters on a absolutely fast, lightning fast track. Let's just check. Bosov will cross the line now. What will Bosov do? Will he improve on his lap time? He doesn't, but Alexander Prajsovic has moved himself up into 1st place now, taking the pole position at the moment. So provisional pole for Alexander Prajsovic with Ashai Nagura and Bosov within a 10th of that lap time. So it's amazing. At 45.286. That's mega fast by these youngsters. I think they are just a little bit quicker than the actual lap record for the MINIMAX at Killarney. I might be wrong, but I think that's more or less where the fastest lap is. So let's see. Prajsovic and Du Plessis are next to cross the line. Will they improve on their lap times? Nope, they don't. Du Plessis did improve. He's a little bit closer, it seems like. Ruan Victor has now moved up into 5th. So we've got the first 5 guys split by a 10th and a half. That is amazing pace by these youngsters. That is so fast. So we've got 2 minutes, just a little bit less than 3 minutes remaining on the qualifying at the moment. So we'll keep an eye on Keenan Du Plessis, who will be crossing the line now. Du Plessis with his Barrel Art cart. I don't think he's going to get a lap time in there with that cross. Yeah, as I thought. Prajsovic not improving. Olivier still in 4th place with Bosov in third, Santiago Freight. Oops, and now, as I say that, Ashai Nagura has pipped himself into first place with Victor into third now. So it's the 2 RPM boys leading the way. So essentially it's Cape Townians 1, 2, 3, 4. With the first of the Gautengers, Olivier Du Plessis and Tunes Freight Tapedi. So it is pretty much a fight between Killarney, or the Cape Townian Western Cape boys versus the Gauteng boys. Next to cross the line now will be Mr. Tapedi. Will he improve on his lap? Nope, he did not. Deacon Olivier doesn't improve, but Max Bosov does improve. Not going up a position, but did improve with his lap time, it seems like it. Oh, Santiago Freire having a big moment. He's going to just have to wait there, let the boys get past, yes, and get on his merry way. Well done, Freire, keeping his cart in a... This is standing still, waiting for the traffic or the fast guys to come by. Now, and Tunes, running wide into Golf Club. On the exit of Golf Club. Using all of the curb and more. Let's see. First 4 guys split by less than a tenth. That's amazing pace by the youngsters. Oops, and Tunes using more than what is allowed on the track. That won't give him any good laps there. Tapedi has been pipped by Jake Steyn. Here comes Ruan Victor now. Ruan Victor is so the first and second in the championship, currently third and fourth on the qualifying board. Next to cross the line will be Fred. I don't think Fred has done a lap there yet. No, he spun out on the beginning of his previous lap. So we'll go over to Jake Steyn. Going through pit bend onto the final or the start finish. Doesn't improve on his lap, so we'll jump over once more. Everybody's got just about one more lap in them. Most of these guys coming to cross the line now will be able to start another. Crossing the line now is... And Tunes not improving. Here comes Miso Tapedi. Will he improve his own lap? No, he doesn't. Alright, we'll just let the whole bunch of carts get by because we'll miss all of them. Bosov is now in pole position with Ruan Victor not improving this time around. And Nagura spinning out, so that's the end of his qualifying. Santiago Freire, will he improve? No, he doesn't. Unfortunately, everybody that's on a lap now will be able to finish their laps. Jake Steyn doesn't seem like he's going to improve. I think he had a big moment on the exit of Golf Club. We'll just let him cross the line. And he doesn't improve. So Jake Steyn's done with his qualifying. Ruan Victor's done with his qualifying. Diego Antunes, will he be able to move himself up into 7th place? Or out of 7th place up to 6 or something? Nope, not this time around. Deacon Olivier not having a good lap. No improvement there by Alexander Pricevic. So the first 5 guys split by 2/10. It is amazing. Nagura finishing his quali. Alright. Max Bosov takes pole position. Sets himself in the perfect spot for the title race against Ruan Victor, who's finding himself further down in 5th only. So Bosov has got Olivier, Nagura and Pricevic as a buffer to gain a maximum points from this event. Bearing in mind the pre-final is only a qualifying heat. It is the final where we are all after the points, but it is the best possible start between... just give me 1 second. It is the best possible start for Max Bosov, who has put himself in first place. So let's just quickly have a look at the qualifying summary. So Max Bosov with a 45.150 mega lap by Bosov. Then Deacon Olivier with a 45.228. Good, really good qualifying lap there by Deacon Olivier, putting himself in a much better position than what he was in previous races. So Deacon with a really good qualifying there for second. And then, well, we'll stop there and just go straight into the start sequence. We are waiting for the lights. It's lights out and away we go. Bosov immediately tucking, trying to maximize his speed off the line with Deacon Olivier staying wide. He's going to really forfeit the inside line, probably lose 2 or 3 positions. Yes, he does. Victor rather, sending it down the inside, making 2 positions. already. Ruan is going to go down for third place already. Victor in third place already, making 2 positions. Olifir losing out all the way, and is losing more positions. Olifir has gone from second all the way down to what seems to be 7th place already. With Nagura already up into first place. Bosov losing a position. Ruan Victor is going around the outside into Golf Club. Is going to be in third place. Olifir moving himself back into 4th. And then being punted off the track there by Pricevic. Really not getting himself under control under the braking zone there, unfortunately. Here comes Bosov. He wants revenge. Bosov goes down the inside for the first corner. Started in first and he's moved himself back into first. I think Bosov just got a 1-second time penalty. Is that correct? Oh, yes, it has. So Bosov already with a time penalty. He's going to have to do a lot of work to break away from the pack with 8 laps to go. I don't think that's going to really be that possible. Bosov leading from Nagura, from Victor, from Olifir, and then Freyd, Pricevic, Stein, Tapedi, Tunes, and Duplessis at the back. Ooh, Nagura just giving a little bit of a love tap there on Bosov, and then sending it down the inside is Ruan Victor, who's got the inside line. He's going to cover that off, go into pit bend. You don't want to be going side by side through pit bend. Now we've got Victor versus... Here comes Olifir. He's going to send it down the inside. No, he's not. Defensive line there by Nagura. Deacon Olifir is now all over the back of Nagura. Is he going to send it down? Nope. Into the first 180s. Nagura's keeping that defensive line there, making sure that Olifir can't get past him. Let's see if we can get an onboard shot. There we go. Let's go on board with Deacon Olifir. Just check his view from behind this pack. Climbing the exit of the not the 180s, the Golf Club rather, down into pit bend we go. And the toe is strong. Just look at Nagura catching Victor in front. And Victor catching... Oh, Victor is going to go down the inside of Bosov, as well as Nagura is going to send it down the inside as well. So Nagura and Victor moving up 2 positions. Well, 1 position each. And then Bosov has to forfeit 2 positions. As I say that, he's going to have to forfeit another position as Olifir gets himself past into the first 180s. Now he's going to have to go defensive immediately, because Bosov is not going to be happy about that pass. He's lost 3 positions in the space of 2 corners rather. Ooh, into the... What's that? Cosmic we go. Into Golf Club, and late send there by... Oops, wrong camera there by Bosov, who's just sent himself up a position. So Victor has moved himself up into first place with Nagura now. Is he going to go down the inside? No, he's not. Victor and Nagura is probably going to try and work together to break away from Bosov. Victor wants to keep his nose clean. As long as he stays ahead of Max Bosov today, he will secure the title. And that would be a OKL Junior Division Championship in the South African League for a rookie season. So that's really impressive by Victor. But Nagura is going to want to have the last say in this title fight. He might not win the title, but it's all about pride. And make sure that he can say, I took the last race. Nagura obviously had a very unfortunate season. His pace was good, but he had a lot of incidents, unfortunately, which caught him off guard a lot of the races and losing out a lot of positions. But one person that kept clean most of the races, and that was Ruan Victor. So we've got Plus Minus Racing versus RPM Racing versus Zoo Racing versus the IPK or FK of Deacon Olifir. So 4 different chassis fighting it out. 4 different teams. Ooh, 3 wide into Golf Club we go. And Ruan Victor gets taken out in the process. That's very unfortunate. Victor loses out a lot there. My words, 3 wide into, I think that's Cosmic. Not something we wanted to be doing there. And we're going to go up into the first corner, which is Holshoek. Nagura's now, defensive line there by Bosov. He's defending that line for all he's worth, which will force Nagura to take a different line and maybe compromise his exit a bit. Very defensive driving from both Nagura and Bosov, which opens the door for Deacon Olifir to take top honors in the pre-final. Proper battle happening here between these guys. to see another good battle happening at the back, but I just don't want to go away from the leading pack as of yet, because this is as close as it gets between the drivers. Nagura versus Bosov, and this is the start of our final lap in the pre-final. It's gone by so quickly. Tucking down the straight. Into holes we go. Defensive line, nope. Nagura says, you can't go defensive enough. I'm going to send it down the inside whether you like it or not. And he instantly goes onto the defense, but oh no, Bosov is trying and forces himself through there, which causes Nagura to run wide and opens the door. Two dogs fighting over the bone, a third one walking away with it, and that is Deacon Willifeer being promoted into first place. Does Bosov still have something up his sleeve? He doesn't have many corners to do anything, and this is probably the last passing opportunity, and that's it. And that's probably all she wrote. Well, as I say that, there's still the start finish straight to go through, and here comes Bosov. Nope, that is top honors for Willifeer, then Bosov, then Nagura, then Prizovic. Oh, and we see running. Oh, Keenan Duplessis and Ruan Victor just clipping each other on the exit of the last corner. What on earth happened there? Oh, the boys have lost their focus in the last couple laps there. And then Frage crosses the line. Everybody else, apart from Jake Stein, who's now just crossed the line there. And that is the pre-final over. Done and dusted. That went by so quickly. There's so much action. Amazing driving from the youngsters. Let's just have a quick look at the pre-final classification. So Deacon Willifeer taking first position from Max Bosov. So it's the Gauteng boykie coming through, taking top honors away from Max Bosov from Cape Town, and then the Eastern Cape, Ashai Nagura, whose home track is Killarney. Alexander Prizovic in 4th place. Ruan Victor starts the final where he started the pre-final in 5th place. Miso Tapedi will be in 6th place. Diego Antunes in 7th. Keenan Duplessis in 8th. Santiago Freid in 9th. And then Jake Stein in 10th place. That was a mega pre-final. And if the pre-final is anything to go by, we are in for a proper race with these juniors. How many laps we've got? 11 lap final. All right, and straight into the final we go. No long wait between the races. We will hopefully be entertained by an absolute mega junior race. The only thing I'm asking from the juniors is to keep it clean. Don't be over aggressive. Play it safe. Get through the race. Alright guys in chat, tell us, who do you think is going to win this race? It's pretty much anybody's race between Willifeer, Bosov, Nagura. Prizovic was hanging there or thereabout the whole time as well with Victor. And then Keenan Duplessis got the pace, but he just had some very unfortunate issues during the race. So, yeah, so tell us on the chat there, who do you think is going to take this race? Willifeer, Bosov, Nagura, Prizovic or Victor? Or will we see one of the guys behind him pull something out of the hat, a rabbit out of the hat? Here we go. Guys are full throttle now. Deacon Willifeer has got the inside line start sequence for the final of the juniors. Final race, lights out and away we go. Getting a really good getaway is Bosov and Nagura. But the inside line, oh no, Deacon Willifeer opens the door for the inside line, and there goes Nagura down the inside, and Willifeer's going to lose a whole... Oh no, look at that hard break there by Ruan Victor. Has gone all the way to the back of the pack now. He's been taken out in the first corner once again. So Victor has got a lot to do during this race. But as I say that, the guy he needs to fight with has also been taken out. So it is Bosov versus Victor. Whoever finishes in front... Well, no, it's not that close. If Victor finishes where he is right now, he should still take the title. So, whoops, and there goes Willifeer as well off the track. And through goes Ruan Victor. Deacon Willifeer doesn't want to fight these two. They are the title contenders. We see more cards going off at the back there. Wow, that's a crazy start to the race, but look at this. Ashai Nagura leading the way with Miso Tapedi keeping his nose clean up into second place with another guy. Ooh, right at the back was Jake Steyn, who's in third place already. So it's all the fast guys apart from Ashai Nagura has been taken out or made a mistake in the start of the first lap. So this is going to be an interesting race now. It's all to play for. The battle is up at the back. Jake Steyn, Keenan Du Plessis, and we've got Santiago Freyd, who's fighting it out on track now with Max Bosov, who's going to be a raging bull on charge in that Gazoo kart. And then Victor just behind him. As long as Victor stays right by Bosov, he should secure the title. But we know how these juniors are. They don't care about the title. The only thing they worry about is winning the race. And that's the only thing that matters for them. They'll worry about the title post-race. There's no thinking about what I should be doing to secure it. It's all about how can I get into the front. Oh, we see Jake Steyn having a bit of a moment there and then just being punted out of the way. And that promotes Du Plessis, Bosov, Freyd, Victor, as well as Olivier up into, well, up another position. Olivier is all over the back of Victor. Victor doesn't really want to look behind him. He wants to focus on the people in front. But Deacon Olivier is having none of that. Oh, we see Miso Tapedi having a bit of a moment. And he's off there. Ooh, clipped on the rear there by Santiago Freyd by Victor. We're going too wide. We're going to go 3 wide into the first corner. Is Olivier going to send it? No, he's not. He's just going to muscle his way through. Freyd losing 2 positions in the space of a straight. But the guys in front of Freyd now is a little bit quicker. We have seen their pace. They are fast enough to have a proper go up front. And if we talk about a proper go, we've got Bosov versus Du Plessis now. Bosov is showing his pace. He's doing everything he needs to take this title. But Victor is still, I think, close enough to secure the title. Oh, no! Keenan Du Plessis clipping the rear of Bosov, and that puts Bosov in a very compromising position. Bosov now is going to have to fight with Victor. Oh, Run Victor has disappeared on track. Where's Run Victor? Oh, he's back. He had a bit of a moment on his internet. We really hope Run Victor doesn't get a complete disqualification or disconnect from the race, because that will be pure heartbreak. Victor and Bosov finds themselves close to each other once more. And Ashai Nagura 3.1 seconds away now. 5 of 11 laps done and dusted. Nagura is doing everything he can to win this race. Keenan Du Plessis is the blocker for Bosov to try and get past. Oh, and Bosov trying to muscle his way through. Is he going to? Yes, he's going to send it down the inside. Du Plessis is not having any of that, and now he takes out. No, Du Plessis should have forfeited that corner there, and he takes out Bosov. And if I'm honest, that's Bosov's title race done. Unfortunately, a heartbreak there by Bosov, for Bosov. And Ruan Victor is now going to just pretty much have to stay where he is, and that's his title. That's a title for him. What will Victor do? Will he try and pass Du Plessis, or what's the story? Last thing you want to do is be clipped by Du Plessis, like unfortunately what happened there by into the golf club, exit of golf club on Bosov. Like I said, these boys don't care where they finish, they just want to win. It's not about I want to finish third to win the title, it's I'm going to finish first to win the title. But if we are going to be realistic, 5 seconds is the gap now, so... Oh no, Bosov, not Bosov, rather Olivier just clipped the rear of Victor, and Run Victor probably shouldn't even fight this, if I'm honest. Should be cool, calm and collected and just let Olivier by and not really fight that. Olivier's got some good pace today though. Really, really good pace. He's been all over the championship leaders back and pushing him and pushing him and pushing him to get closer to Keenan Du Plessis, and they are really all over the back of Du Plessis now. Will he be able to keep his composure though? See 2 carts on the back there. That's Freyd and Pricevic off the track into the 180s. But we're still going to just keep an eye on this, because this is really going to be where the battle's at and what happens here. Will Victor just hold the position where he's at now, or what is the story? We've got Run Victor all over the back of Du Plessis, but we've got Olivier all over the back of Victor. And then just behind him, here comes Bosov once more, setting it down the inside of Tapedi. Into the first 180, gains a position. Into the second 180. Nope, he's going to stay behind and tunes this time around. We're going to go back to this battle. Excuse me. Oh, another love tap there from Olivier onto Victor. That might have helped him, actually. Victor is now even closer to Duplessis. And he's into that toe now. He's surely going to send it down the inside. Immediately making his intent known there. And that's going to defensive is Duplessis. But a little cutback there by Ruan Victor. No, that's really dirty driving by Duplessis. He's next to a driver and clearly forcing the driver off the track. And that's going to open the door for Boshoff now. Like I said, I felt like Victor should have probably just kept station and not really fight the two drivers in front. Because all he needed to do is stay ahead of Boshoff. And now he's got 2 laps to pass 2 guys to make sure he doesn't lose another position. That's really unfortunate. Oops, and there goes Duplessis. Flips and spins his kart. So Duplessis is off the track and retired from the race from what I can see. 2 more laps to go. What I do want to see is what's happening here. The battle between Boshoff and... Okay, Boshoff is away. We've got Ruan Victor now in play. Ruan Victor needs to get these 2 positions. He can't hang around behind him. I think he might lose too many points. Ruan Victor moves up 1 position. Nope, defensive there by Antunes. And then causing himself to spin there, unfortunately. So Victor is now all over the back of Tepedi. Tepedi is not going to make it easy for him at all. He doesn't owe him any kinds of favors. Now we have started our final lap now. We are going to go over to Ashai Nagura, who has been leading this way lap from lap 1. He's been breaking away, kept his nose clean. 7.2 seconds is the gap between Nagura and Olivier. And he hasn't looked back once, Ashai Nagura. Out of the 180s onto the back straight we go now. Ashai Nagura at the back straight going into, I think it's called Cosmic here. And then into the golf club. Beautiful section, the golf club. Oh, look at all the rubber on the track. Out into pit bend. Ashai Nagura is going to take the final race of the season to end his season on a really, really good note. Nagura takes victory. Well done, Ashai Nagura. And then second place will go to Deacon Olivier, who's had to do a lot to get the second place tonight, but he would be very happy with that second place. Max Boshoff finishes in 3rd. Who's in... Oops. That is Miso Tepedi in 4th place and Ruan Victor in 5th. I think Ruan Victor might have done just enough to secure the title. But that is unofficial. As far as I'm aware, our 2024 Season 5 champion for Online Karting League South Africa, the Divisional Championship, will be going to Ruan Victor. That is as far as I'm aware. Obviously, that is taking into consideration we haven't taken out the 2 drop rounds. But can I just say, amazing stuff by these youngsters. Epic racing. Unfortunately, some really heartbreak moments there between Duplessis and Boshoff, and then Duplessis and Victor. I'm fairly certain those things will be reviewed by the stewards. But if everything goes as it is, Ruan Victor will be your 2024 Junior Division Champion, and that is on his debut season, rookie season. So I would like to say congratulations to Ruan Victor and Max Boshoff for putting on a real title fight. And that is the end of the juniors race. Mega exciting stuff by these youngsters. And we will see you guys at 8 o'clock, an hour and 20 minutes. So don't go away too long. Grab your beers, grab your cool drinks, grab your popcorn, and come back for a epic seniors race. There's still a title on offer for between Lucas Sturman and Jude Stewart, and even Sebastian Diaz, with a little bit of an outside chance. He's going to have to get things to go his way during that race. But we'll see you guys in an hour's time for the seniors division. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys, and we'll chat to you shortly.